I help protect millions of people around the world from cyber attacks.
I help clients find simple solutions to their complex problems.
I make sure coffee beans can be roasted into your favourite blends.
I help businesses recover globally from flooding when disaster strikes.
I help large companies transact multi-million-pound deals, and I travel to the US to meet my clients.
I protect international businesses in the event of hurricanes, earthquakes, wildfires and floods.
I make sure your favorite TikTok shop products land on your doorstep.
I help with the $400 billion worth of damage caused each year by wildfires, hurricanes and other natural catastrophes.
I help your furry friends in need because I work in insurance.
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 No 2 days are the same. You're always going to see new situations coming up. So you need to sometimes think outside the box and come up with a solution. I've been in 3 roles in Petplan already. There's just so many different areas that you can work in. But yeah, I've ended up in claims. I'm very happy there. But yeah, there's just so much opportunity.
There's so much variety. Once you actually get involved, you see what's happening, you see behind the scenes, and it is a career that you can make out of it what you wish. That like the reins are in your hands to progress your journey in whichever direction or the different sectors that are available in this industry.
There isn't a typical day. Every day is different, and I love my job because I can sort of plan what I want to do. So say for example, 1 week out the month I want to go see all my brokers. I could go pick Newcastle, pick Liverpool, pick Scotland, and it works out really well. Or sometimes if I want a bit more of a chilled admin week, I can sort of plan the month with however I want it to go. There is a lot of travel, so it's a good job. I've got a rail card.
I'm always coming into the office and not expecting the expected, to be fair. So obviously some days are mundane, but when you get those days where you have like 3 things that are just like, what the hell is going on with this? Those are some of my favourite days. I really get to dig into something and just kind of make it your own and do what you need to do. Well, there was a time where when I came in my first day, I saw an article, I think it was like, I don't remember what newspaper it was, but it was like insurance, something about it being sort of a laddie culture, and I was like, oh God, what have I got myself into? The lads do exist, but they're some of the nicest people that you ever meet, and it opens up your world into sort of different sectors, different people, and I feel like I've actually built such a family within insurance, and it's so sort of cheesy to say, but I feel like I've actually found a home in insurance, even though it was quite unintentional.
A lot of industries you find people keep their cards close to their chest. They'll be like, these are my clients, I'm not sharing these, I'm not sharing my knowledge. Knowledge is power. But in the insurance industry, without the people who've taken me under their wing and given me these opportunities, I would not be here right now. I would not be following my dream job in the United States.
Businesses are people. It's very much a people business. That's what I knew when I came into insurance, that it would be a people business. I did not know what that actually means. And it just means that it's very, very people-led. You have to communicate, you have to listen, you have to work with others. And through that you really learn, and you really learn what makes a business tick and what makes people successful.
I think a day that we know that we've really stopped a cyber attack, a really good example is last year we were investigating an attempted intrusion into one of our customer networks by a very well-known Russian ransomware gang. And we had access to the internal communications from the criminals, and after about 15 hours of thwarting their attempts, they actually called us a worthy adversary, which was a very satisfying thing to be called by the criminals.
You hear about banking, you hear about becoming an independent financial advisor, but you don't hear about insurance. And it is a hidden gem. It is one of these industries where it's exciting, it's sociable, you can earn good money. I mean, that's why we work at the end of the day, isn't it? And the opportunities are endless as long as you're keen, hard-working, and show that you care, then people will look after you.
So when I think back to when I was in school, there's so many different types of people. So there's always a role for someone, but the role that works for me is the one where you're negotiating. So I'm a serial negotiator. I started in the playgrounds as a hustler, selling chocolates and sweets in the playground. But now you can transfer those skills into the business world, where in insurance, it covers all aspects of business. And if you've got a particular interest, you can kind of marry your interest to that area of insurance.
So when I was looking for a job after I graduated, the keywords I was searching in the search engines were things like pets, animals, and this little ad came up for pet insurance. And in the description, it said, we're looking for pet lovers. And I was like, aha, that sounds like me. Like, I had not had any experience with insurance. Like, I'd never had an insurance policy. Yeah, not at all. The thing that drew me in was that it was about pets.
I would say keep your options open, look into your skill set and think about what you can apply yourself to. There's so many different roles in the industry. It's not as simple as if you haven't got Maths A level, you don't need to have certain qualifications. Insurance is very open to everyone of any background.
Do I think the insurance industry is changing? Yes, and the reason why I think it's changing is because I'm going to be a part of that change. So I'll make it change.